What's going on YouTube? It's Anthony from CompSci Studio and welcome back to your 17th Java Advanced tutorial. So in this tutorial I'm going to be teaching you guys about polymorphism. So don't get all scared and like run away now. It's not that bad of a topic as long as I can explain it properly. Hopefully I can do that for you guys, but again, like always, if you guys have any questions, just feel free to leave a question down below and I'll try and get back to it really quick so I can clear your confusion. But hopefully this tutorial will be nice and easy for you guys. So essentially polymorphism is nothing more than taking an object and abstracting it. So what I mean by abstracting is we have a parent class. Remember, we had the car class. I'm going to use this car class again later. I'm going to create it. So our car class is our parent class, and there are different types of cars that we can create by inheriting from this car class. Now polymorphism takes the car class and you're creating an object out of the car class, but you're assigning a specific car to the car object. So if that doesn't make any sense, I'm going to clear it up with an example and everything will make sense. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to create a new class. We're going to make three new classes actually. One's going to be named car, and let's create another one. We'll call it BMW, and one more, and we could call this one, I don't know, we'll call it a focus. So let's go to our car class first. And in our car class, we're gonna have a function that, I don't know, what should we have our function do? Let's make it first public void, and we're gonna have a start function because every car has to start, right? So let's have a start function, and inside our start function, we'll just have it print out car has been started, and put a little period there. And let's go into our BMW class now. Now we know that BMW is a type of car, so we can extend the car class. So extends car. And then inside this class, we'll create the same function that we created in, or same method that we created in the car class. So I'm going to copy and paste it, but I'm going to say BMW has been started. And as you can see, we get a little bulb over here. It's just telling us to add the @override annotation. So that basically says that we have overwritten the method that is in the car class that we extended. Just format that, and finally let's copy this over into our Ford Focus class, and we're gonna have it extend the car class as well, so we could get rid of that little underline. After we extended the car, we could say focus has been started. So nothing we haven't learned before. We know how to make methods in different classes and extend the parent class, which is our car class. So nothing new. And so this is where it starts to get a little bit more new. So before we created a car, we just went, so if we wanted to create a BMW, let's say, we would type in BMW, and then we would call it B1 or something, and we would go equals new BMW. And we just created an object like this, and we go b1.start, and this would start the engine. If we run it, we should get BMW has been started. Now sometimes when you're using when you're creating objects, you need to have the parent class as the type of object you're creating. So this is where polymorphism comes into play. I'm going to explain a little bit in the later tutorials what the actual use of polymorphism is, and we're going to apply that use, but in the meantime I'm just going to make a very basic example of polymorphism right now. So let's just delete all this, and we are going to actually make an object out of the car class. So we're going to go car, just bear with me here, and then we're going to name it, let's name it C1, and then we're going to set it equal to, since we want, well, let's say we want to make a BMW, we could go equals new BMW, and since BMW is of type car, because we extended the car class in BMW, we're allowed to create a car and initialize it with a BMW. So if we use C1 now and we start the engine, let's find out what prompt we get. We're either going to get BMW has been started, or we're going to get car has been started. Let's find it. A little bit of suspense here, and if we run it, it says BMW has been started. Now you guys might be wondering, whoa, why is it saying BMW has been started when we created a car object? Now, we created a car object, but we initialized it with a BMW, so therefore the car is actually of type BMW. Now I know this seems all like weird, and you guys are probably like, whoa, this is so weird. Let's do another example. Let's create another car right down here, and then we're going to call it car C2, and let's set it equal to new focus. So now we created a car, but we initialized it with the focus class. So if we call C2.start, let's see what we're going to get. You run it and it says focus has been started. So therefore we created a car, but we initialized it with the focus class. This is all polymorphism is. We're basically taking a generic base class and we're initializing it with a more specific class that has already inherited the car class. So if we deleted this right here, if we deleted extends car, we can't actually initialize it with a BMW because they're not related to each other. So it has to be related through inheritance to use polymorphism. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I'll be sure to answer you guys as soon as possible. I know this is a really weird and abstract kind of topic, but in later tutorials I'm going to be teaching you guys what are the actual uses of doing this, because right now it just seems like, why wouldn't we just create a BMW car right away instead of creating a car and then initializing it with a BMW. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below, and have a good one. See ya.